Now, for years, I had heard the same stories told over and over again, but different each time. So I decided to clear up some of the discrepancy. Over your face.
Somewhere on the line. I remember better than the rest of them. All right, now tell the gospel. All right, this is it.
Oh, wait.
Close your eyes. Everybody close first.
Okay, they looked at... Okay, all right. And now, Mom. All right, now, next, put your head down. Okay. Okay, yeah. All right, now close your eyes. Demp, it's your turn.
My turn?
Wait, I have to zoom out for that one.
There's a bit of discrepancy.
There we go.
Size of the snake.
Okay, now we've got the real size of the
We know how
snake.
big it was now.
Now we want to know what happened.
Because I'm the one that got bit.
Okay,
Are you talking long or wide?
I think we're talking in length.
Well, it was a lot longer than I thought you were talking about how wide it was.
Oh, my. Okay.
My.
See his nose growing right now?
Okay, now you guys tell the story as far as you went. But remember, it was me and Dad that went to town.
Yeah, well, there's part of it. We didn't know nothing.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to start off with Mom here. Now, Pauline, tell us exactly what happened in your words.
Okay, we were going to school that morning.
Okay.
And this was probably about a mile from home, and we were going down a hill.
Okay.
And Mock was always first because he was the biggest.
Okay.
And Demp was in the middle because he was the littlest, and I always brought up the rear, the back, you know.
Okay.
So we get to
Pick him up when he fell down.
Right. To get to, well, so they didn't wander off, you know, we had to keep them in tow. So we're going down this hill, and Mock saw the snake in time to jump over it.
He jumped over the snake.
Jumped over it. And Demp got there, and he was barefooted naturally, there just in time to stick his toe in the snake's mouth.
Okay.
And then all, you know, broke loose.
Okay.
So then Mock says, okay, I'll run back and I'll get Dad to take him to town. And he told me, he says, now you lead him back slowly. Don't run or don't hurry or anything so that his blood pressure, you know,
Right.
gets going too fast.
So just for the record, Mother, you did not carry Demp 3 miles back.
I didn't carry him. I couldn't have lifted him.
Okay.
And we also didn't run,
Okay.
regardless of what they say.
All right. So that is the truth as you know it.
That's the truth as I see it.
All right.
Ain't truth here, that'll be it.
All right. Here we go. Story number 2. Muck, you were in the front of the line, right?
Me or
Yeah, it's Muck. Yeah.
Well, the actual truth of the story is we were running.
Speak up. We don't want any lack of volume.
We were running, and we were in line just as Pauline said.
Okay.
But a few days before, there'd been a windstorm come through, and it blew a tree across our trail about 2.5 foot through. And as we come down the hill, we'd always jump up on the tree and then jump off on the ground.
Okay.
And on the other side. And I was first, and I got up on the tree, I jumped off, and when I hit the ground, I saw this copperhead laying right where I was fixing to take the next step. So I just jumped over and stopped and turned around and hollered for Demp to stop. He jumped off the tree and took one step and set his foot right on top of the copperhead's head. The old copperhead pulled his head back out from under Demp's foot and just reached over and pecked him on top.
Okay.
And I told him, I said, now you told Pauline to go back to the house with Demp, and I'd stay and kill the snake because you never let a copperhead get away. And it took me 2 rocks to kill the snake, and I took out after them as hard as I could run, and I caught them as they was climbing the steps to the house. And then it was a little over a half a mile that they traveled while I threw 2 rocks.
Okay. And did the first rock kill the snake,
No,
or
it took
it took the
the
2 of them, but you got him on the second shot, huh? All right. Now we come to the victim of this alleged incident.
Now we get the true version of what actually happened. I was always the colored sheep in the family.
Okay.
Pardon expression. And they did everything they could from hide from me on the way to school, thinking I'd get excited. They found this snake and put him where they knew I was going to step on him.
Now who did this? Pauline or
She and her older brother.
Okay.
Knowing that I'd always step in this one place.
Yeah, his coordination was that good.
Yeah.
And after they antagonized this snake and got it mad enough to bite me, then they laughed at me all the way home. But the real excitement happened after we got home. because Dad and the boys were all working across the river over there at the sawmill, and somehow or another somebody had to go over there and get them so we'd have transportation to town. Well, that was 3 or 4 miles in the other direction.
While he was laughing at you, he went and
While
got
he
your
was
father,
laughing
right?
at me.
Okay.
We got Dad was real excited when he got home and he saw that it was me. Why, he kind of let up a little bit, thinking it wouldn't be so much if he lost me. You know, he thought it was one of the other kids at first. So he draws out about a half gallon of moonshine and gives me a little drink, and then he drank the rest of it, and we headed for town.
Okay.
Well, about late that afternoon, now this snake bit me when we were going to school that morning. And late that afternoon, just almost dark, when we finally got to town and found the doctor.
And I bet you were knocking on death's door, huh?
Yes. Yeah, my toe was swollen up that big around.
Oh.
You couldn't tell where my foot quit and my toe started. That was the closest call I ever had with death.
That was it. Okay, well, here
That's
we have
the
it.
true version.
That is the true and unabridged version of the snake story.
We started practicing for the war before we left.